Welcome to Animals Wow TV. Today, we'll look at the top 10 strangest shark species. Stay until number 1. You won't believe what this shark can hammer out. Number 10. The Goblin Shark. When someone yells shark, the first thing that enters our mind is the great white shark. After all, who hasn't even seen clips of the movie Jaws? But did you know that there are over 1,000 species of sharks all over the world? And some of them are pretty strange looking. Let's start with the Goblin Shark. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, you know that the Green Goblin is one of the really crazy supervillains hounding our friendly neighborhood web-slinging hero. He's also one of the ugliest. And the Goblin Shark is almost as ugly, although not as green. This shark has 3 distinctive features. First is its long and flat snout that almost looks like a sword blade. Next is its protrusible alien-like jaws that can extend almost to the end of its snout. And finally, its semi-translucent pink skin. Goblin shark skin varies from pink-gray to bubblegum pink to almost translucent white. It's sometimes called a living fossil because it's the only surviving species of the Mitsukarina shark family, which lived as far back as 125 million years ago. It can grow up to 10 feet long and lives near the shore. But you don't have to worry if you come across one. It's a slow swimmer and has no record of eating humans. Yet. But it doesn't need to be a man-eater to kill people. Just looking at its ugly face could give a swimmer a heart attack. Number 9. The Ninja Lanternshark. In 2015, a group of marine biologists were excited to discover a new species of the lantern shark family. It can grow only to about 20 inches. It has jet black skin, eyes like bulbs, and a skin that has special cells, like photophores, that make it glow in the deep and dark waters of the eastern Pacific Ocean, near Nicaragua, Panama, and Costa Rica. Scientifically, it's called Edmopterus benchlii, after Peter Benchley, the author of Jaws. But one of the researchers, Vicky Vasquez, talked to 8-year-old cousins about the discovery. She described how the shark could sneak up to its prey and avoid predators because of its dark coloring. So, the kids suggested calling it Super Ninja Shark. When Vicky shared the story with her colleagues, they all agreed to shorten the name and call their discovery Ninja Lanternshark. Wonder what the next shark species will be called? Samurai Shark? Assassin Shark? Number 8. The Largetooth Sawfish. Here's one of the largest fish on planet Earth, the Largetooth Sawfish. It can grow as big as over 25 feet in length, and this doesn't include its long snout called a rostrum because it has 14 to 23 protruding large rostral teeth. The rostrum can grow up to 1/3 of the shark's entire body and looks like a large chainsaw. It's because of this snout that sawfishes are also called carpenter sharks. Speaking of its most distinctive feature, the rostrum, this long snout isn't just for looks. It's a handy tool to root for this shark's favorite food, crustaceans like shrimps and krill. A sawfish uses its rostrum to activate what scientists call a sixth sense. Thousands of tiny organs in the snout detect electric fields. Since all living organisms give off invisible electric fields, the rostrum gives the shark an idea of the presence of prey or predator. Have you seen the anime Toriko? The sawfish's ability is like the Heavenly King Sani's ability to manipulate his hair and use each strand as a hypersensitive sensor. The rostrum is as cool as Sani's power. The large-toothed sawfish uses it for both protection and as a weapon. If the sawfish swings its rostrum from side to side just like an actual saw, it can stun both prey and predator. Unfortunately, the large-toothed sawfish's rostrum hasn't been as effective towards the most destructive predator of all, humans. This shark used to swim in all tropical and subtropical waters all over the world. But due to overfishing, it's now an endangered species and can be found in limited numbers in the Atlantic Ocean and the seas of northern Australia. Soon, it may join the ranks of extinct sharks, like the Megalodon. Number 7. The Frilled Shark. When it comes to sharks, the last thing you'll associate it with is frills. You know, something like this. But frills are just what this shark has. The frilled shark is an extremely rare deep-sea creature. And when we say deep, we're talking about really deep under the sea. It prefers to hunt 1,500 meters, or almost 4,000 feet below the surface. Just like the other sharks on this list, it's got some really phenomenal teeth. Its mouth has 25 rows of backward-facing teeth that look like little tridents. Sometimes it can have as many as 300 teeth. It gets its name from the frilled lining of its gills that go all the way across its throat. When it flares its frills, it can look really menacing. Another detail that makes it unique from other sharks is its serpentine, slender, and flexible body, which grows only about 6 feet long. Because of its body, it doesn't look like a shark, but it looks like the epitome of the legendary sea serpent. Here's another shark with a cute name, but a menacing look. Actually, the cookie cutter shark gets its name because of the deep round bite marks that it leaves on its prey. It can gouge out chunks of flesh because when you measure its teeth relative to body size, the cookie cutter shark has the largest teeth of all sharks. This shark grows only about 20 inches in length, but when it latches onto prey, it wiggles its body around in a circular motion and then wrenches away with its bite of food. The cookie cutter shark is the perfect example of small, but terrible. It'll attack humans, whales, and even submarines. Fun trivia: the cookie cutter swallows and digests its teeth when it sheds them, so these can help strengthen its skeleton. No wonder it's got such a strong bite. Here's one creature that won't need its calcium tablets its whole life. Its skin is pretty weird too. Its lower body, except for its throat, is bioluminescent. This is a cunning ability because the cookie cutter looks like a fish that's smaller than its actual size. So, when another sea creature tries to hunt it, it turns the tables and becomes the predator rather than the prey. We're halfway through. Are you liking this video? Then please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Remember to hit the notification button for regular updates of our informative and exciting animal videos. Number 5. The Wobbegong Shark. Look closely at your monitor. This 10-foot long thing that looks like a patch of black and gray corals is a shark. The Wobbegong's camouflage is perfect for its hunting method. Unlike other sharks that actively hunt for prey, this shark likes to wait for prey to go to it, and then ambush its potential food. The Wobbegong is actually part of 12 species collectively called carpet sharks. All of these sharks have colorful backs with ornate patterns. The Wobbegong uses its unusual coloring to blend into the sand and wait. The series of lobes, sometimes called tassels, attached to its mouth, look like soft corals or seaweeds, so small fish think it's harmless and unwittingly swim near. Once the prey is close enough, this animal shows its sharpness. It darts out and snatches its food with their powerful jaws. Its jaws are so powerful that a large prey can be held in its mouth for days until the poor prey dies. Talk about giving a long and slow death. Scary. Number 4. The Thresher Shark. Here's a shark that's unusual even among other sharks in this list. At first glance, it actually looks normal, but if you look closer, you'll see why it's part of our list. Just look at that massive tail. Its long tail accounts for almost half the shark's total length, and this tail isn't just for show. It can deliver a good smack to any prey it wants to eat, or any predator it wants to fight. Usually, a thresher shark would swim through schools of fish and deliver some solid smackdowns as it passes by. Then it turns around and goes after the stunned prey. A thresher shark can grow up to 20 feet long. If its tail is half its size, then imagine how much force 10 feet could deliver to you. And if it feels a bit more active than usual, the thresher shark hits the water with its tail to herd schools of fish into tight spots. When it has the fish right where it wants them, then it's dinner time. Number 3. The Basking Shark. Among the thousands of sharks in the world, the biggest are the whale sharks. Second to them in size are the basking sharks. The biggest basking shark on record is more than 40 foot long and weighed 5 tons. Its scientific name matches its looks perfectly. Cyrrhinus maximus. Roughly translated, this means the greatest horned marine monster. It looks like it's been alive since prehistoric times and could have easily fought the megalodon, and it becomes extra scary when it opens its mouth and extends it to up to 3 feet wide. It can hold its mouth open the whole time it's eating. But you don't have to worry. Just like the whale shark, it loves to feed on plankton and not humans. But it can also eat crustaceans and small fish. Number 2. The Megamouth Shark. And since we've shown you a shark with a big mouth, here's another one with an even bigger mouth. With a name like Megamouth, what else can you expect from this shark? But even when it's got its mouth closed, it still looks scary. It's like a xenomorph that's about to attack you.
Is back.
But there's nothing to worry about. And like the whale shark and the basking shark, it's a filter feeder. This means even though it's got a big mouth, it only eats small creatures like jellyfish and plankton. It was discovered in 1976, but it's such a rare creature that there have only been 41 confirmed sightings, including one that was caught and eaten by fishermen in the Philippines. Number 1. The Hammerhead Shark. And we've come to our top pick, and what better way to round up this list than with the most popular weirdo shark in the world, the hammerhead. Here's a shark you'll recognize from a mile away because its head is shaped like that common household tool, the hammer. But just because its head looks like it could drive nails deep into the sea, and its googly eyes are so far apart that they have lives of their own, don't laugh at the hammerhead's looks. Recent research confirms that this shark has spectacular vision. Its eyes can see in practically 360 degrees. Plus, it's got excellent binocular vision, so it's great at judging distances by sight alone. That's a pretty nice skill when hunting for food. Unlike other sharks, the hammerhead is not a loner. It tends to swim in schools, more friends to hammer time with. Fun fact, the hammerhead can develop a tan when exposed to sunlight. How's that for strange? There you have it, our top 10 strangest shark species. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and to subscribe to our channel. And while you're here, you might want to check out our video of the top 5 worst shark attacks that happened in Florida in 2020.